Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Frostpunk. Okay, so we're dealing with these Londoners and they are really getting under my nerve. They just keep going and just get bigger and bigger. So what are we happening at the moment? So we've got some scouts coming back, more scouts coming back, lots of stuff happening. I think our coal production is pretty good. Our food is pretty decent, and this is under construction here, right? So that's going to be our new, I think, our new food area for, I think, rations is what we're going to allow to go in there. That's what we're going to do. As soon as that gets built, we'll put some rations in there. Everything else is kind of okay. Food is a little a bit of a worry, but I think probably primarily we've got a coal issue. Actually, primarily we've got a hope issue. Scouts have returned. Lots of steel, lots of wood, and even some 2 steam cores. Okay, so in this, what are we doing? Light the scout sleds. That's pretty good. Let's get these guys back out. So they've come from that side. I want to get... Let's move to the walled colony. 2 days, 8 hours, but hopefully our research will get that sorted out for us. So we had a lot of stuff come in now, so that's pretty good. Yes, this is going to be food rations, please. So let's keep growing our food rations. That is going to be decent, so people can at least have some, well, not proper food, but food nonetheless. London's vandalism. We need to sort out our hope a little bit more. Is there anything else we can construct that will give our people some more hope? I want to build... What I do want to build is get an infirmary up and running. And I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't maybe start making a little bit more room for... So where's this guy? Now that guy's out of reach of everything. So really, if we do start building an extra piece over here, we could actually look into building some more. But yeah, I want an infirmary. So as soon as this is done, our scout time should go down quite a lot. That's pretty good. Now let's see what's the next thing that we're researching. I'm kind of wondering, the fact of the matter is, let's quickly pause just for a second. So in 1, 2, 3 days we will have a drop to minus 60. If we have a look at this overlay, as it stands, a minus 60 would mean these guys will drop from comfortable to chilly, and these guys will drop from livable to cold. So the issue with the livable ones is certainly going to be an issue, the cookhouse and so on, but maybe not too bad actually. But what we could do is, if I go in here and see what can we do. That's just range, that's just range. Overdrive coupling, what was that? Allows us to raise the temperature of all heat zones by 2 levels when the generator is put into overdrive. So that will help us for a while. The question really being, how long can we handle it? Outpost Depot is something I'm very keen on. These things are good, but not necessarily vital for us at the moment. I'm pretty keen on getting an infirmary up and running. So what I'm going to do, how long is that? 9 hours. What I'm going to do, I'm going to grab the infirmary. We can at least build one of them, I think. So let's grab the infirmary and get that researched. Okay, let's run a little bit quicker. That's the end of the day. Still have like 20 hours before we can make another law. I'm hoping the tendency has dropped, right? So these guys shouldn't get more. I'm hoping we'll have sufficient everything, to be honest. I'm hoping we'll have sufficient everything. So this we can now clearly live under the minus 40 conditions, no problem whatsoever. We're even producing sufficient coal to maintain that during the day at least. In the evenings it's a bit of a more difficult situation, but at least if we're during the day producing a surplus, that would help us. If we have a look at this, our coal is actually, we're just not getting the coal that we need, but so we're pretty, I think we're pretty good. Food, we're great on food at the moment. I think we're sorting that out. Everybody's got a place to live. I think actually the economy is looking good. The economy is genuinely looking good. Just need to get more things researched, more things sorted out. How many people do we have that doesn't have work? 4. Okay, so it's mainly the children that's not working. We've got 4 workers and 7 engineers that's actually currently doing any work. Okay, we've got some more scouts arriving. More food, more coal. Yes, perfect. So that's good. Everything is looking pretty good. Let's get them back out there. The Shrouded Cave, or let's go for the Shrouded Cave. 1 day, 20 hours. It's a little bit quicker now. Get it back out there. Okay, we've got tons of food. What's happening over here? Some more stuff. Another act of vandalism. The Londoners have defaced more walls, urging everybody to join them and abandon the city. Some graffiti even mocks your leadership, branding you an unfit leader, incapable of doing what it takes to save our people. Send watchmen to remove it. Hope will fall. Ignore it. Hope will fall. So let's just get it removed. It's a bit. Oof. It's a bad drop. It's a bad drop. I need us to get things to work a little bit better. I'm not sure how we're gonna get things to work better. How are we gonna get hope up? Pretty keen. We already got an extra wood one in there. Some more stuff is happening. Trouble with Londoners. Watch members beaten. Captain, members of the neighborhood watch who were removing the Londoners slogan have been assaulted. We should do something to protect our people. Send the guards to secure. Order the guards to strike back. I don't want to escalate this. No, let's send out the guards to secure the streets. A little bit of hope rising there. Is any of this animated? No, not really. Oops. Not quite what I had in mind. We were doing that. Let's speed things up along. London has gained more followers. The tendency's gone up again. At least it's like only 3. But 10 days left. How am I going to get all these people to actually not join the Londoners? People are still not quite convinced. Things are going well. You're all warm. No discontent whatsoever. So I don't quite get why there are all these issues with hope and watchmen beaten and Londoners' tendencies gaining ground. What else can we build? Is there more order that we need to instill? Tech, factory, steelworks, coal mine, thumper, gathering post, food, health. Yeah, people. I think we've got everything. We kind of gonna have everything sorted. Get things speeded up. Go to work.
Come, lads. We must work harder.
Our hope is critical, really critical. I'm hoping the Book of Laws will help me in about 4 hours' time. We need to spend some wood. What can we build that'll spend us some wood? No, I don't necessarily want to build another one of those. The problem with this one, steel is not what I want to spend. Anything that's just going to cost me wood turns frozen trees. That's just a sawmill, a coal thumper. Well, we can build more of them. Steel works, only wood. Resource depot, gathering posts. to be honest, we could kind of get another gathering post in here, and then at least we'll have a few more people gathering. Well, we don't necessarily need more coal gathering. If we can, let's just get it built so that there's at least some stuff happening in the meantime. And what I'm also kind of keen on is I'm kind of thinking maybe what I should do is build a few more kind of bunkhouses, just so we sort things out a little more. We do 1, 2, 3. Three more bunkhouses like that should kind of sort things out a little. What we'll do is we'll run some streets through like that. At least we'll have some room for people to join. I want to upgrade all of this so we can... Wow, we're full on food, really full on food. This hope is just... it's terrible. The hope is really killing me. Okay, let's see. What are we going to get for hope? Let's quickly go back to the old laws and see. So dueling reduces discontent. Each spontaneous duel slightly reduces discontent. So that's fine. Not going to help us. So the House of Pleasures, hope will fall. That's definitely not what we want to do. So we're definitely not in any of that. Hope will fall. Discontent will rise. That is... all of these things is not helping me sort things out. I can still not go in this direction here. Okay, so that's not what we want to do. So let's go back. So now let's go for purpose and see where we're at over here. Okay, so we've got patrols. Patrols do discontent, and each will raise hope slightly. Prison. New building a prison. Ability round up prison used to catch wrongdoers. Prisoners will abandon their misguided views. You'll have to build a prison. Discontent will rise, but that doesn't say anything about hope. A propaganda center. Propaganda center raises hope, shows detailed info into sources of discontent. New ability, the propaganda center to distribute bulletins of hope. You will have to build a propaganda center. This one is what I want to do. What is morning gatherings? Each morning gathering will slightly increase hope. That's pretty good too. Oh, I see they've got... okay, well, let's sign the propaganda center into place.
Hear me. New law in the city.
Okay, propaganda center. Let's pause it. We're gonna need to build an infirmary too. Okay. How are we gonna squeeze this one in? Resources will be removed, which is not quite what I'm after. In that slot over there, it doesn't have an area effect, right? No. So what we could do is we could slot the propaganda center in on this side. Kind of thinking that's probably the okay way to go. Okay, plop the propaganda center in there. And get that built for us. Oh, and infirmaries researched, so hang on. Let's go back out here. So infirmaries have been researched. Now, I want outpost depots, and I'm kind of wondering if we need to do any of these. Us to turn up the generator range setting and extend its heat zone. The coal use by the generator is doubled when the setting is on. This one will be heat zones around steam hubs can be extended by 50% further. Steam hubs will consume twice as much coal when the setting is active. So that is certainly something. The power upgrade over here is also something that I'm fairly interested in. So if we do that, and then I can't even see where this is going, but this one will take us 10 hours. Maybe what we should do is should go for that and then head into this direction over here, and then we'll go with more efficiencies. So let's do mechanical calculators, please. And what I'm also keen on doing is maybe getting our first infirmary out. It needs a steam core. Not gonna have... if we squeeze it in here, but it's not like there's a lot of room. The sizes of these buildings is starting to kill me a little bit. The infirmary is pretty sizable. What I'm thinking we should maybe do, since we've got this guy over here, what I can do is I can get rid of these. So let's... I mean, I've got empty houses here. Definitely have empty houses here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that. Hang on. Before we do that, let's have a quick look again at the infirmary. So it actually leaves us with a bit of space. Maybe that's where it goes. However, it's quite cold out there. Over here, if we extend the range, at least we'll get some heat from it. Alternatively, over here we will get a fair bit of heat. Maybe that's just what I do. I'm just gonna squeeze it in here. Oh, it's not gonna get any heat over there. Not gonna get any heat over here either. Man, we're running out of places where we've got a decent amount of heat available to us. That's the only one where there's actual heat that can go towards it. Oh, the other alternative is for me to build it over here, but it's kind of gonna mess with my stuff a little. So over here I get some heat towards it. We'll do that, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab that over there. Okay guys, let's get this stuff built. Okay, propaganda center up and running. We'll max out those guys. Hope rises. The propaganda center can now keep track of people's attitudes and influence them. Okay, what I want to do, throw some workers towards this problem over here. I want to grab, take out 3 engineers over there and put in the 3 engineers over there. Then what I could do is I can throw some kids towards that problem, but I don't think that's necessary. Aha! That's it. No mercy for our enemies. Order above all. This sign will remind everyone that we are a city of order. May the traitors cower in terror. Wow. That's a little bit extreme. Let's immediately start... Oh, hang on. Let's have a quick look at what's going on over here. That's pretty good at the moment. We don't need to upgrade that further. What I want to do, however, is immediately get a propaganda bulletin out there. Hope is looking pretty decent. Now, for the first time, the tendency is starting to go. What is going on over here? That's the first time I've seen this thing come down and go back up. Or something to that effect, at least. Gonna have to employ some more engineers into the infirmary. Oh, but what we can do is I'll just kind of get these engineers out of here. There we go. Infirmary wants some engineers, so let's get them out of there. We'll max them out over here. I think we've got no patients in here too, so I'll take that out and I'll plop them in there. So now we've got 10 over here, and let's just have a quick look at the view of this. It's comfortable, so that's pretty good. All our patients hanging out at the infirmary. We've got so much food, let's up the rations so that we get these guys out quickly. Nice, so things are looking pretty good. How's our intel like? The most burning issue which can push our people to protest in the near future. People are calm, citizens' needs are fulfilled. So really, shouldn't be any hope issues. We should really get rid of these Londoners very quickly now. Yeah. Our coal is holding steady, even at kind of night. The coal is holding steady. How's our scouts going? People still getting sick and so on. Yeah, but really we're doing pretty well. What I'm kind of thinking is maybe I should even grab another one of these things to hold even more coal. So what I'll do is I'll grab our propaganda center already built. Resources, grab me another resource depot. I'm kind of thinking, shall I go the next... Yeah, let's start by adding another resource depot over there. What's happening over here? Policing the streets. Sir, a group of drunk men were disturbing the peace, pushing each other, screaming obscenities, and harassing women in the streets. Our guards intervened and restrained the drunks before anyone was hurt. Let them sober up, punish them. People will get hurt, discontent will fall slightly. I don't have discontent issues, I have hope issues, so let them sober up. Nice, hope is going up. Kind of wondering whether I should actually put in an extra whether I should build an extra that thing, it's still being built, whether I should build an extra one of these over here somewhere, maybe something like that. Should we... Oh, hang on. Got people working here and we're not actually heating that up at all. Oh, something's happening. People support the guards. Sir, people are no longer concerned by Londoners' slogans. Some have started to bring hot soup to the guards patrolling in the streets. We just couldn't bear watching them walking the streets in this cold. The slogans, the deranged scrawl of cowards, nothing more. So hang on, if I have a quick look at this, so how many things here are actually using heaters? Switched on, I'm guessing. Yeah, switched on, switched on, switched on. So that one switched off. These are all switched on. So if we actually provide an extra layer over here, yeah, so this could, in this area, could be quite helpful to us, to be honest. So let's start getting that built also. I can run that only certain times, to be honest. Okay. First London is convinced to stay. So several of the people who wanted to flee to London have decided to trust you and stay. They say that your recent decisions convinced them there is hope for us yet. I'm glad to hear that. How many? 3. Okay, well, Scouts have reached the exiled colony. Let's see. Hopefully. Survivors. Numerous snow shelters expertly built from blocks of hard-packed snow huddle around cold, burned-out campfires. A deathly silence hangs over the colony. Damn. Dying exiles. Some exiles are still alive, just barely. We could try to bring them to our city, although they might die on the way. One of the dying held a diary to his chest. We read the last entry. Exiled from Tesla City, with food and fuel running out, we sent the strongest among us to search for help. They're our last hope. We're afraid this refers to these poor Yankees we buried. Escort the exiles to the city. Leave the exiles. Rob the exiles of their supplies. So we don't actually get the supplies if we take the exiles. As well, rob the dying exiles and leave them to die. Scouts will set out towards the city, bring the exiles quickly and safely with them. I think that's what we're going to go for. No, so we'll bring these people home. We took the exiles to our city. We pulled the dying exiles from their snow houses and prepared them for the journey to our city. Some of them stirred from their death-like slumber to bless their absent friends for bringing help. We couldn't tell them the truth, not yet. Okay, well, we'll get these people hopefully safely to the city. We've already got some extra spare homes for them. Let's get to work. Perfect. Things are seemingly working fairly well. It's gonna get... Oh, it's only gonna be cold for a while. So even though this is... And this needs to be finished fairly quickly, I would hope. And then once it is finished, we can work on the overdrive. I mean, that's gonna be a day and a half on the overdrive. No, it's 2 days. 2 days on the overdrive. I don't think it can actually handle it. So we'll sort it out as best we can with what we have at our disposal. Everybody is going to work. Okay, we'll grab more coal in there. This thing is up and running now. So let's have a quick look at what we see here. So what I'll do is I'll start switching these things off. So those 3 coal is going to provide that, and we can actually fit in some more things over here. Squeeze in some more stuff. Okay, that's almost done. Then I'm going to go for the overdrive one, I think. Actually, we might actually do the extra level. So let's see. Okay, now, generator power upgrade 2. What does this do? Allows us to raise the temperature in all heat zones by 1. The coal consumption is tripled when using this setting. To be honest, I think this is probably the right way to go, instead of doing the overdrive. Yeah, so let's hit this one. It's got 10 hours. And yeah, that's more than sufficient. So we'll get that one sorted out in time, no problem. Food is pretty good. Really, we've got tons of food. Steel is the slowest one to come in. I don't need any more of these guys. So let's take them down. And what we'll do is we'll add them there, and we'll add them there, and we'll make sure we generate as much new coal as we possibly can. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna take off these guys and I'm gonna put them over there actually, and what I'll do is I'll grab one person in here to keep things ticking over. But I don't mind actually grabbing as much as possible of that. Okay, so now this thing is going over here to charge. Nice, I think things are going really well, to be honest. Very, very well. I don't think there's anything else we need to build or implement. I think our food is fine. I think all of our resources is generally fine. I just want to kind of make my way through some more research. So that's actually what I should be doing. Let's get another workshop in place, and it's going to squeeze in snugly over here. So yeah, let's get building on that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop out 2 engineers from here to come and build this thing, right? No. Yeah, we need to get our engineers building. Well, we need to get our engineers researching. So if we can do research quicker, that's going to be quite helpful to us. Nice. Get 3 more engineers out. Hopefully they'll come and build here. Oh, it's the end of the day already? Damn it, that was quickly. quick. Let's speed things up a little bit. It's reaching the end of our episode. Let's quickly see what else we can do. Got one more day left. We'll hopefully get our research sorted pretty well. Want these 5 to work over there. And get our research done a little bit quicker. I think that pushes us up to about 150% research rate now. The extra 10%, I don't know whether that's really worth it. Can we do another glimmer of hope over here? No, not quite yet. Okay, scouts have reached the children's hideout. That wasn't what it was called. The children's hideout. The cave is a hideout for some children who were evacuated from winter home. There are no adult survivors here. We should talk to the kids and take them to our city. Okay, we talked to the children in the hideout. They said that one night their teachers and some hunters took them out of the winter home on a secret adventure. Teachers told them that they're going to stay here for a while when the food ran low. Their guardians went back to get more and didn't return. It seems these kids were evacuated in time before things in the city got really ugly. Escort the children, 34 of them, back to the city. Send longer and some of them will die. Leave the children to their fate. Well, children. Yeah. Anyway, we'll take them because we don't want to be heartless. We can't just leave them out here, and we'll have to escort them. Let's escort them to the city. Let's be good. We took care of the children. We formed the children into an orderly column and set off towards the city. They walk quietly and resolutely, like little adults, the youngest clutching their toys tightly. This is going to be a long journey. Please have enough warm beds prepared for their arrival. So I definitely need to build some more beds. I've also got how many people on the route here? Wow, there's tons of people on the route. Actually, what we should do is we should get a quick round of houses in probably this area over here. So let's quickly see how we can fill in, and I'll end the episode as soon as I've put these in place. So what I want to do, shall we just ring the houses like this? Oh, that's not actually gonna work very well for us over there. And even everything is this 4x2 grid. So what's gonna fit into 3? Infirmaries fit into 3. Anyway, we need to add a few. That one can fit quite nicely over there. And there's a bit of an open piece over there, so let's so that's about 50. Okay, so that's about 50 over there, but what we'll obviously need to do is grab a fair bit of heating. I wish the area of effect of everything didn't. Worried about losing the heating in that area where we can't actually build anything. Okay, and this one over here has got a range up to this one, so we just need to kind of cover that one over there. We don't need to cover this, we need to cover that and maybe even further afield. Give me tech again. Let's see, we don't need to cover that one, so yes. That's kind of what I'm thinking we need to do with it, unless we put it to the back here. That might be even better, to be honest. Okay, so let's grab another piece of road. We'll do something like that. We'll grab the tech and we will squeeze it in over there. Okay, so there's a lot being built right over here. What I can also do is get the order going. So let's get a watchtower. Nothing squeezes in anywhere, to be honest. Oh, that watchtower is actually covering most of it, so maybe this is the spot for the watchtower. Anyway, we'll get that built first. We don't need that. But guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cut in this episode, and I will see you in the next one. If you've liked it, hit that like button. We are doing pretty well, I must say. So thank you much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.